Tuvasa the Sunlit is a deceptively oppressive, resilient, and versatile commander. This is why I choose Tuvasa when I need a deck that will perform well under any circumstance, especially when I don't know what my opponent's deck will do. For only 3 mana, Tuvasa enables me to double my card draw far faster than my opponents can, using a plethora of removal enchantments that further slow down my opponents. In a typical deck, removal comes at the cost of some mana and a card in your hand, but with Tuvasa, my removal replaces itself and buffs my commander in a fashion that is retained even if Tuvasa is destroyed and recast. As the game progresses, I will cast more cards that enable me to draw cards from enchantments or protect my permanents, further outpacing and oppressing my opponents until I can take a variety of paths to victory. If that sounds like something you want to see, stay tuned so you don't miss out on the most powerful cards this deck has to offer at the end of the video. Let's get into it. We have 10 cards in the 99 that increase our card draw. Alhammarit's Archive doubles our card draw past the first draw on our turn. Asi, Tyrant of Gyre Strait, pulls double duty, helping us get rid of lands in our hand and drawing cards from them. Oh, by the way, due to all the card draw in this deck, land cards come in droves. Rhystic Study draws cards from opponent's spells, and finally, the remaining 7 cards in this category will draw us a card when we cast an enchantment spell. In the ramp section, we also have 10 cards. Asi, as I said before, pulls double duty. Burgeoning helps us place more lands, getting them out of our hand. Land tax helps us early if we fall behind on land. Mirari's Wake buffs our creatures and increases our mana from land. Nyx's Bloom Ancient is a kill on side creature that triples all mana we produce. Scapeshift is here mostly to help us get Serra's Sanctum. Smothering Tithe gains us treasure tokens, and the final 3 allow us to search our library for land. We have 6 mana rocks in total, a few for early game and a few for later in the game. We are running a spread of dual color lands and sack lands to help us reliably get the colors we need. We also include Arcane Lighthouse to help us remove hexproof creatures, Hall of Heliod's Generosity to recur dead enchantments, Rogue's Passage to get Tuvasa through our enemy's defenses, and Serra's Sanctum to piss everyone off. Oh, and we also have Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale to piss everyone off, but more. Side note, you don't have to buy these cards, use proxies. Magic the Gathering was made to be enjoyed, so enjoy the full game. There's no reason why you and your playgroup can't proxy cards that you will never purchase anyway. Moving on. Now we're getting to the more fun stuff. We have 5 cards that give us hexproof, 4 of which are for Tuvasa and 1 is for all of our enchantments. We have 6 cards for protection, 3 of which keep us from losing the game if we get outgunned, 2 of which make our enemies pay mana in order to attack us, and 1 that pisses everybody off. Oh wait, I already said that. We have 4 cards that gives indestructible, or at least pseudo-indestructible. Shield of the Oversoul also gives Tuvasa flying. We have 5 board wipes in total. Time Wipe, Winds of Wrath, and Cyclonic Rift give us a one-sided board wipe in most cases, and Overwhelming Splendor cripples an opponent until they can remove it. Hannah, Ship's Navigator, and Replenish allow us to recur enchantments that inevitably get removed. We have 3 tutor cards. Shared Summons allows us to get any of our utility creatures, and the other 2 allow us to get the enchantments we need. Our removal cards have a twofold task. Because many of them are enchantments, they buff Tuvasa by being played, as well as hurting our opponent. Declaration in Stone and Detention Sphere help us deal with token decks, and we also have a few counterspells. Now we have the Haymaker cards. These cards supercharge this deck and bring the game to a close if we haven't already got there with commander damage. If you want to see more builds like this, click here.